And a happy Wednesday. We're halfway to Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking play and checking out all the weather with me today. My name is Jewel, and this is the Weather Channel of J7409. Well, looky here. Looks like the National Hurricane Center's changed their mind. And if you keep up with me and follow me every day, I kept saying, I hope they're right about that system, and I'm going to tell you why now we have two showing up instead of one. Stick around, it's all coming up. Well, the other day when I showed you what I showed you on the model that was picking all this stuff up, it looked like one of these could turn into a very major hurricane. But I told you it would die down and then it would come back, die down and then it would come back. Well, it's come back, and also the other system has managed to come off the coast of Africa. So let's check them all out. Let's see. This is two. We'll start with one over here. Disturbance, well, no, let's start with the first one. Here we go. And you know, this is correct because remember I told you it would come up and then it's going to start to go northwest probably. So let's check out disturbance number 2. It's a tropical wave over the central tropical Atlantic. Now, it is producing a broad area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms, and the environmental conditions are expected to be marginally conducive for some slow development east of the Lesser Antilles by Sunday into early next week. Now, this disturbance is moving west-northwestward at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Now, in 2 days, it's zip, folks. It's forming. It's just a tropical wave, but I think it will form. We're going to have to watch it now. And in 5 days, it's 20%. I'm thinking somewhere before the 17th of this month, this storm may do something, if not sooner. Now, over here, what's happening over here with disturbance number 3? Also a tropical wave. It's going to move off the west coast of Africa by late tomorrow, Thursday, and the environmental conditions appear somewhat conducive for it also, with some slow development over the far eastern Atlantic through the weekend into early next week, while this system moves generally westward at about 15 miles per hour. It's 0 in 2 days, and it's up to 30% chance of forming in the next 5 days. I told you folks this stuff was going to happen. And yesterday, I even think when I read this on the National Hurricane Center, you know, everything's going to die. It's going to be the cool waters and this. And I kept saying, well, I certainly hope those cool waters do something, because as of right now, looking like not a lot of shear, some Saharan dust, but not a lot. So, I'm going to keep my eyes on this, and everybody be aware of what's going on. I also noticed yesterday that the Global Tropic Hazards and Benefit Outlook for Climate Prediction Center, it updated, and sure enough, right in here. Development of a tropical cyclone, could be a tropical depression, could be greater, it could be a tropical storm or a hurricane. Too early to tell. And once again, it could fizzle out, but I'm really not thinking it's going to, folks. Looking like something by the 17th is going to pop up and move on over, and it has popped up. And we may see some effects from it in the next week and a half or 2 weeks if it doesn't die out. So I'm keeping my eyes on the tropics. You guys need to keep up with it too, and so you're aware and can be ready for if anything does come your way. Here's a quick look at the GFS, courtesy of Tropical Tidbits, and I wanted to just show you. It is showing up on the GFS right now, coming towards the United States area. Here it is right in here, as you can see. Doesn't look too big or ferocious at this time. And when we move up just a little bit, you can see this is on the 20th. So I said somewhere around the 17th. I'm thinking it might do something before then, but there's this big high pressure, as you can see right here. That's going to keep pushing it down, so it may take a little longer, and it may die before anything happens with it, but we could have more than one come our way, so please stay up on this. Now, so far as severe weather goes for today, it's looking like some gusty winds may accompany some afternoon storms over the northern Rockies. As you can see, right in here up in Montana, and also a little bit of northeastern Idaho. Other than that, everything's looking good except for when you get over to the coast of North Carolina. Now, a severe storm capable of a tornado will be possible over coastal North Carolina today and during the morning hours, probably before lunch or by lunch or 1 o'clock at least. Now, the greatest risk for that's when the greatest risk for destabilization is likely, and it's mainly across the Outer Banks where we have this onshore flow, and it may persist through the late morning and cause a tornado. And speaking of tornadoes, this is the only area that we do have, and it's only 2% for today. So far as the winds, they're going to be up in Montana and Idaho, and no chance of hail with any of these pop-up showers that occur everywhere in the lower 48 today. Checking out the NAM map from Tropical Tidbits. Thank you, Levi, for letting us use this. Let's turn it on, let it roll. You know where the timestamp is, right up in this area here. We've got the heat returning to the desert southwest and the interior Pacific Northwest today, while the Central Plains and the East Coast were in below normal temperatures. It's like 66 degrees at my house. Woo, it feels good. Now, a mid to upper level ridge is building from the southwest into the Pacific Northwest. That's going to continue to spread drier conditions across the interior sections of the West Coast, while it shifts the most active monsoonal showers further eastward from the central and southern Rockies into the high plains today. Now, some locally heavy rain is possible in the earlier day hours over the southern Rockies and high plains before it diminishes later today. Meanwhile, the drying trend brought by the building ridge, it's going to lead to above average temperatures across the desert southwest, northward into the interior Pacific Northwest. High temperatures, triple digits, 110. It's going to be common in the desert southwest for the next couple of days, while the upper 90s to 100 degrees are forecast for the interior Pacific Northwest this afternoon. As a result, excessive heat warnings are in effect for the desert southwest through Thursday evening, while heat advisories are in effect for today across the Indo-Pacific Northwest. Now, in addition, we have fire weather danger. It looks like it's going to increase over the Great Basin today right on through tomorrow, Thursday. A system moving east from the Pacific will begin to bring cooler air into the Pacific Northwest by Thursday, together with a round of rain and hopefully some thunderstorms eastward into the northern Rockies. Now, the rain and storms are expected to continue across the northern Rockies into early Friday as the heat spreads further east into the northern plains and upper Midwest, where the high temperatures are looking like 80s and 90s for the next couple of days. Yes, we're cool on the East Coast, but we're going to warm back up by the weekend. And all of these heat advisories and heat warnings and excessive heat warnings and red flag warnings and flood warnings, all of these warnings are posted at the community post. I have them up for you. Just go to my YouTube homepage, J7409 homepage, click community. You'll find everything you need right there. Now, it looks like the North Carolina coast, all of this rain and stuff we've been having, it's going to slowly move on out to sea later today. However, a slight westward shift of this front would bring heavy rain back along and near the coast at any time. So yeah, we still going to have chances of rain, but hopefully the severe stuff won't be quite so bad. Now, some heavy rainfall is also possible across northern Florida, just south of the front, and the heaviest rain should stay off the Gulf Coast, but some enhanced rainfall is expected farther westward across southern Texas for the next couple of days. Elsewhere, below normal temperatures expected from the Central Plains to the East Coast, as I was talking about. Highs should be mainly in the 80s. We probably in eastern North Carolina and North Carolina in general won't see that. We might see 80s today, but I'm thinking more like the high or 70s. But the 80s will be coming in a day or so, and by this weekend, we may hit 90 again. And it's looking like the dry air mass also allows these temperatures to cool off at night. And what happens with that, with the lows dipping down into the 60s from North Texas and Oklahoma, east to the mid-Atlantic coastal, northeast, and lows in the 50s in the interior northeast. That's what's going to happen. Now, portions of the Carolinas are under the influence of clouds and precipitation, as well as New England. And we're going to see highs, I think, only in the 70s. Thanks for watching, my friends. Keep up with the tropics. It looks like the National Hurricane Center's changed their tune altogether. So I thought they might, and I kept hoping the cool water, as they said, was going to do something. But we got two systems to watch. Keep your eyes on them. I'm going to keep you posted on any developments, whether they go up in intensity or dissipate. I'm going to let you know what happens to them. If you're into the weather, any kind of weather, don't forget to subscribe. Click the J7409 weather insignia in the bottom right hand corner. Click that bell and check off all to make sure you get all my latest weather videos. Thank you so much for everything you do for me, from donations you send me right down to watching and sharing my videos. I appreciate it so very much, and I love each and every one of you. Thanks to all my regular subs. Thanks to all my new subs. May each of you have a good day, a safe day, and a blessed day, and have much peace, love, and kindness. Thanks so much for watching.